Hey, this is Gaming with a brand new video on Tera. So there is something very exciting. I found out an interview with Senior Product Manager Matt Denomi in En Masse, and he made an interview with Massively OP. So basically in this interview they spoke a lot about Tera and more specifically on loot box, console port, PVE versus PvP, and as well the gunner class and future content and future event that will happen on Tera. So there is a lot of news and event and more exciting project that will happen in the future. So there is a lot of stuff that we're gonna get into today's video. So let's get started and talk about the gunner release that they announced recently. So we are all aware, I made two videos about it. So we all know the 26th of June Tera Gunner will be available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And we know which class will be the next one following the gunner. This is so exciting, guys. You all have been waiting for this one, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you will be very happy about this news. It's actually the Ninja. The teaser will be announced very soon. So we should expect that in the next following weeks or days even. So they spoke about the console and the status of how hard it was to work and when they initially launched on console, since the game was never actually created for console with a controller in mind, but like they actually balanced that and they have a separate team of PC and console developer. So they spoke a lot about competitive spirit, so like about the PvP they used to have, and they asked him if we're gonna have the Vanish system back. The Vanish, for those one who doesn't know, is actually a political system that they used to have on Tera PC, but it's not available anymore, and apparently it won't happen again. Hopefully they will, because it looked very interesting. I never tried it, but when I saw it on Tera Wiki, actually the description sounded like very interesting aspect of the game. It seemed like for Tera they had a lot of difficulty implementing a good PvP. So like as well, most of Tera player are more oriented on PvE. That's what they say. I think they're talking more on PC because most of the thing in the setting they talk about, we don't have it yet on console. So I think it's a good idea to test the water on console and maybe see it if the console population will enjoy it more. Our mindset is kind of different than the PC gamer, as they state, because we have a lot of different allowance of loot box, we have different favoritism about specific race, which they talk about this in an article. So like the taste of console player will be totally different than PC, and I think it's not wrong to test the water there. So basically Tera find out that like the community want to have the stats, for example like dungeon completion rate and speed record, like how long it takes you to do Lilith Keep hard mode for example, and they want to display that, but they're saying it is something that they're working on, but it's not an immediate plan. So it is more something in a long-term goal. They want to showcase your stat of individual player on their website. That will be something very interesting because it's gonna bring some competitive in the scene of Tera. So it's gonna be like a leaderboard, and it sounds nice. I would like to see that as well on PvP and PvE. That would be very nice to have something like that. So they spoke a little bit about the loot box, nothing very interesting, but basically they're saying they're testing the water and seeing how we feel, and they're trying to make something more appealing to the audience. I like the fact that they are aware of that, and as well they're paying attention about the legal battle over the loot box. I don't know if you guys know, for example in Netherlands there is companies that are technically getting filed as a criminal because they're selling loot box, because their loot box is like kind of similar to the casino slot machine, so they don't want the aspect of gambling and making people addict to buy your loot box. So I agree with that. So it's kind of cool that they are paying attention so they don't fall into illegal kind of gambling loot box. So it's cool to know. Now let's talk about the future and the future content coming on Tera. So like I said before, Ninja, you should expect a teaser very soon. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited. So they confirm it will be launched before the summer, so we'll be able to play the Ninja before the summer ends. Speaking of which, there will be summer event. Now guys, as you guys know, the summer is almost here. So there will be the summer event, and they're talking about swimsuit. So we will be able to get swimsuit, but not within a lockbox. So it will be probably an event that will give us that, as we saw previously, like the pirate costumes, and for example, like those events that reward you by doing dungeons. We got a lot of costume and swag for free by doing some easy event. Now I know Tera, when they talk about summer event, is something huge, so I'm expecting something very bigger than we ever seen on console. Now for the PC, apparently the summer update of Korea is gonna come soon, so which means for the West, for you guys in America and Europe, you should expect that in fall. Not only that, the Korean winter update will be quite big and is expected to be in the West in early 2019. So when they say quite big, I expect something tremendous, something big. So that's gonna be very interesting, because this is in the long term. Like 2019, honestly, is gonna be in 6 months. Something I didn't speak a lot about is the console and PC. I want to get into that a little bit more. The reason why, because they talk about how the console is developing, and we are about 6 months behind, and we should catch up to the PC, but we will never be on the same patch. So we will always behind, because on console, like, do the coding for the PC and then they convert it to console, and then PlayStation and Xbox has to accept that to be updatable on their console. So it's a longer process. But at the same time, like, whatever direction the PC go is always good for us, because we can expect those content very soon, and at a certain point we won't be that far from the PC, maybe 1 or 2 patch behind it. So I love it. Now finally, the last topic I want to talk about is collabs. Recently on Tera PC, they received a collaboration with Attack on Titan, which gave you some crazy costume, and I don't know, but I'm kind of jealous we don't have that yet on console, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get it very soon. Now, this is something that they hadn't passed, but Bluehole is a Korean company, is looking more actively to work with local IP to collaborate with. So as a Korean, they are close to Japan, so they have a lot of connection there. So we might see more anime collaboration in the future on Tera. And don't tell me guys that most of you aren't watching anime, because Tera is somehow similar to an anime. I find a lot of Tera players are anime fans, so this is kinda crazy that they are doing that. And I want to see some few Western collaboration with, for example, Marvel or DC. That would be even crazier. Or, you know, imagination can be crazy, but already by having the Eastern company, I'm very happy. I want to see one with Dragon Ball. That would be so awesome. Now the only thing is they didn't speak about content that is going to be updated soon on console. I'm not sure when they're gonna implement the guild system that they have on PC, which honestly guys, in that own can change a lot experience in Tera. Because honestly, if you are not aware what is a guild system that they have on PC, is basically you're going to get guild mission, you're gonna get some guild wars, you're gonna get some guild world boss, a lot of different aspects, and by doing a lot of guild activity is gonna give you some XP to level up your guild, and by leveling up your guild is gonna give you some stat boost to your character. So it's very nice that this concept, and yet I'm really waiting for that, because I think it's gonna change and make the game a little bit more fun to play. As well, we don't know as of yet when the Awakening patch is gonna come on console. So there is a lot of content on PC, we don't have it yet, and I feel like they should try to make them more available on console, because a lot of endgame gamer stop playing because there isn't enough content. There is a lot of event, but not enough content. I hope the summer event will be as big that will make us preoccupy more of doing some PVE stuff, a little bit different than dungeons and PvP, because they are fun, but like a variety. I want to spend like 8 hours a day playing a game, but you cannot do it on MMO if it's only PvP or dungeon, you know? Yes, like I told you guys, it will be a long video, but this is it. I'm very excited about this news. I'm very excited about the interview. I have high hopes for this game. Like right now it's not perfect, but it's keep on getting better, and at least we have some news and some tangible mention about the future of Tera, because I know a lot of our community were worried about where it's going. And honestly guys, you should not give up on Tera, because it's gonna grow, it's gonna change, and it's gonna mature, and they are learning. It's the first time doing a console game, so we should be patient with them and support them. Now yeah, so I'm very optimistic about the future of Tera. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you like those type of video, because I am creating a lot of video on Tera, and I will see you on the next video.